back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And we were really watching this defensive unit coming into the game and breaking them down, and we started to stare immediately at this defensive line because they get in the backfield throughout the season so far, making plays, getting to the quarterback. They can get you behind the sticks a little bit. Palmer, they're going to have to be ready for a defensive line that makes plays and can make offense really hard.
It's interesting, too, because the offensive staff told us they spent more time in practice this week than they have all season long working on protection checks and making sure everybody's on the same page and changing protections, bringing tight ends in and running backs, knowing where your hot routes are because of what you just said. This D-line changes everything, and they probably haven't seen a pass rush like this year.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He'll throw on third down. Ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. On the move. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll give it to Baxter. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Sooners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Fast completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
With the draw, it's Robinson. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. first one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Give to the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it with Baxter. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to pass on second down. Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Get it.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that, but they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
To the air, it's Mateer. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes a man miss. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The run inside. It's Baxter. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Being chased. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after getting popped out.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
To the air on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? The Sooners come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro is...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second.
I'm gonna kill my mom. I'm gonna kill my dad. What do they be talking about? Oh. I wanna kill.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Oh, power commit, bitch. Yeah.
They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt.
Oh my God, that's must be close, man.
Nah, I'm almost robbing somebody from Penn State. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm trying to get this with Robert Stevens, man. I can't get this Robert Stevens. Trying to sway that shit not working. I'm trying to put a hard cap on it a bit.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
4, 5.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Robinson. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right.
Oh, let's say Sway attempted succeeded. So should I keep the Sway on?
Nah,
Or
that's
should I
when you go for the capture and shit.
go for a hard cat? Yeah, hard throw. That's exactly what I did too.
He lucky I was reloading.
Like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry. Like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the
Let me see the
football
rest of my
off. That's a
niggas.
great
Alright,
job in
I got
building big plays for this offense.
one more play.
Hand off Robinson running left.
One more play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Robinson. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Laying on the floor,
This
though.
guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on.
I would love to see what he shot me with.
Thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. There he goes. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain.
That is a crazy play.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime.
You saw that shit?
In the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third
More than I'm over too.
I ain't even know that. I ain't even know that was a damn concept. Yeah, no, college be having plays niggas would not be expecting.
I'm gonna get Oh, he hard committed. Yeah, so even though he hard committed, it's still they ain't take my points back. Oh, it kind of agreed me out. I don't know. I still say it next to it, but it's really bad. Oh, I got this nigga. That was my first hard commit.
I got like 5 already.
I got like, I'm in like 7 verbals right now and like 4 battles. This shit going down. Fuck. Shit is crazy. Got the lead in this verbal from that.
So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers and the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge
God.
gain if he could have held on. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
That's cool. My running back need yards anyway.
This drive comes from the 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, young bull turning the AP.
There is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Ball spotted at the 21.
You gotta see that play to understand what I meant by that. That was only 11 yards, and that shit looked crazy.
Well, give it to him again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Oh,
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get
I need this, nigga. I'm not gonna get him.
They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to
Because
get
you
some
trash.
get this running.
Got a little grass. And he's got it up for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Earl will give us an update on his condition. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to Xavier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Robinson one more time. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
I lost this nigga. How did I lose him?
Because you trash.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither
You don't listen.
ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands
Right.
right now.
Trash.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown.
Yeah, they cheating, bro.
And that is
Like this game.
they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They
Hi, Mama.
They mixed it up, but getting that score,
You
that
there?
is huge for their win probability now.
You should be in the bathroom.
No.
Just take it in. This drive will start
No.
at the 25.
She won't be here until later on.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out on
Like late.
Time is running short. They let this game get away from them.
Super late. The latest ever.
Done here to have a chance to pull it out late. He'll do it himself.
Yeah.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense.
Go wait, Corey.
That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that.
All right, hold on.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a give to Robinson.
Yo, the truck animations be out of pocket, dog. This shit really be vicious.
At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. We'll check on his.
Damn, Tennessee. Who Tennessee? They on my dick too.
Up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Popping up at woodworks with his recruiting bro.
And off from the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Exactly. I don't trust Ultron.
And now the lead is
You are Ultron.
I really like the decision by this offense.
I mean, that's not a, it's not an insult.
I didn't say it was an insult. Why would you take everything I say as an insult?
I don't take everything you say as an insult.
I mean, so why would you think that was an insult then? Why was that your first natural reaction to think I was insulting you?
Because it's Ultron, dog.
Exactly, so it's not an insult. I don't get it.
That nigga too disrespectful to niggas, bro.
Yeah, you. 100%.
Sit your bitch ass down!
This idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice.
Mamas, where you going?
To the line of scrimmage and go fast.
All right.
How the fuck, yo? He shouldn't have been able to catch that. I'm sorry. That was crazy.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in 2 minutes.
That nigga threw that shit in a double coverage, too. That was crazy.
Let's go do it one play at a time.
That nigga ruthless.
Man, did the defense just miss
Well, that's the only right tackle right there.
Turn the lights
You said what?
out, the lead, get the football back
Ooh.
here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a
God in heaven.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Just what they.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah! I don't even care about the first down no more. That nigga got hurt.
Check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver.
Boom!
Staff is looking at and
pussy ass nigga.
That's not nice.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
What?
Receiver comes in motion.
No offer. Oh, I got it, but yeah.
Quickly complete.
I love it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest throw on the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the
Fuck is wrong with him? Stop playing with me, dog. Real shit.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Sweet cut there. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the alive. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Under fire. And he's sacked right there by this defense.
Yo, cuz, what up? You took an L? What the fuck?
They desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a nice
This seems after season, man. Fuck it.
That's mom.
They'll start on the ground with it. Xavier Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I don't know how. I really don't know how the fuck Ant got the win on that shit. If it, like, I gotta see that shit. Cause if it was a fair, dog, alright, I can understand that. But if they straight up gave that nigga the win, that's a whole different ball game. That's out of pocket.
Run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
He said, I was home, I could have ran.
Their final one. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll give him
the way how the criteria been getting explained to me, shit, at this point, I'm starting to not understand this shit. Because 1 minute is, oh, neither one of them communicated. One of them getting the, I'm like, what? Or both of them out of town, but one says something. I'm like, yo, what you mean?
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avant. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Shit, I already understand. I'm not ranked right now.
By the Sooners, that's their first. And they'll still have
shit, they had my damn head now. They said, nigga, you lost to Texas? They mad as shit.
It's 2nd and 9.
That was on my checklist though. You know what I'm saying?
Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter.
Yes.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down.
He'll be on my dick, really.
Chain links to move this
Nah.
I don't even.
Nah, it ain't. Hey, listen. The only reason why shit getting said right now is because of who ain't saying shit. You know who that is. You know who that is, Lee.
They be on my dick, bro.
Inside zone, man.
2 o'clock in the morning, niggas is tagging me. 7 a.m. niggas is tagging me. Oh my god.
I know. That's why I was reading that shit. I wanted to go get breakfast and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'm like, bro, these niggas on my dick. They watch everything.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
God damn. Hell, my dick now. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? It was 3. First it was 1 in the morning or some shit. Cause I woke up at 3 and I seen this shit. Like, what the fuck? Then someone back to sleep. 7 a.m. Another nigga tagging me. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That is my dick, man, bro. Hell, my dick.
I've heard this nigga say that shit though. I've watched him reply with that same exact shit.
The niggas mad at me because I didn't stay up late to play a game. When I told niggas I gotta go to work at 6 in the morning, I'm not staying up late. This nigga get off. Yeah, like I'm not waiting for that, bro. Oh, you ducking? I'm ducking because you can stay up late this one time. Nigga, they gonna tell me what I can do. It's my job. What? Like. Fuck is you? Hell no! Fuck that niggas. Y'all be alright, nigga. Send that shit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all tweaking. Oh yeah, y'all tripping on this. I'm never doing that, bro. So y'all gonna be mad all the time.